The Tragedy on Witchcraft by Joanna Bailie. The subject of this drama was first suggested to me by reading that very curious and original scene in The Bride of Lammermuir, when the old woman, after the division of largess given at the funeral, are so dissatisfied with their share of it, and wonder that the devil, who helps other wicked people willing to serve him, has never bestowed any power or benefits upon them. It appeared to me that the gifted author had come within one step of accounting for a very extraordinary circumstance, frequently recorded in trials for the crime of witchcraft. The accused themselves acknowledging the crime, and their having had actual intercourse with Satan and other wicked spirits. This was a confession that was sure to be followed by a cruel death, and the conjectures produced to account for it have never been satisfactory. It has been supposed that, previously to the trial, from cruel treatment and misery of every kind, they desired to have an end put to their wretched existence, even at the stake. But this is surely not very probable, for if a fair trial by unprejudiced judges acquitted them of a crime, circumstance not likely to happen, it was still in their power to get rid of life in the first river or pond deep enough to drown them, or by some other means less dreadful than fire and faggot. Neither can it be supposed that such confessions, at least all of them, were made in a state of delirium. It is more reasonable to suppose that some of those unhappy creatures, from the state of their minds, and from real circumstances leading to it, actually did believe themselves to have had intercourse with the evil one, consequently to be witches, and the design of the play is to illustrate this curious condition of nature. Soon after the publication of that powerful and pathetic novel, I mentioned my thoughts upon the subject to Sir Walter Scott, and urged him to pursue the new path he had just entered into. But I was unsuccessful in my suit, and failed to persuade him to undertake the subject. All his warm admirers, and who are not, must regret, a regret that will not be diminished by the perusal of a tragedy on witchcraft. The language made use of, both as regards the lower and higher characters, is pretty nearly that which prevailed in the west of Scotland about the period assigned to the event, or at least soon after it, and that the principle which spoke differently from the other two is rendered probably from her being a stranger and her rank in life unknown. Even in those days the well-educated classes were distinguished from their neighbours on the south side of the Tweed, by their accent and pronunciation rather than any actual difference of words. The story is entirely imaginary, one circumstance excepted, viz. The piece rent from the gown of a supposed witch, produced in court as a proof that she had actually been present, though invisible, in the chamber of a tormented patient. A real circumstance mentioned, I believe, in one of the trials for witchcraft, though I forgot where.